Hey there. So, some of you might have noticed that this summer, on my way back from Colorado, I stopped to see Doc Severinsen, and at the same time, I got a chance to visit the Trumcor shop with our good friend Chris, who just makes the best mutes in the world. And I put up a video of him trying to teach me how to spin the metal into making one of these mutes, and holy crap, what a difficult thing that is. I'll put a link to that down below, but it was really great to visit. And of course, every time I'm at an ITG conference, an NTC competition, anytime I see Chris and his stand, I spend money, and this was no exception. So I wanted to show you some of these things which are really cool, really great mutes. Starting with something I bought at NTC, which I think is just fantastic. In my career, we do a lot of things, so much American music, and a lot of that is stuff from the early and mid 20th century, and sometimes we've got solotone. And I have 4 solotone mutes, the white and red ones that are they're all different and they're all terrible. And I guess from what I understand, our friend Tony Prisk from Philadelphia asked Chris to make a solotone mute. And that set off this next string of events. But this I saw at NTC, and I said, well, I have to have that because it is it's a solotone mute that doesn't suck. It's really great response, and all of them are very similar in terms of the way they respond. And of course, look at that beautiful, whatever he's doing with the dipping is just, it's just so beautiful. So, of course, makes you want to have it. So I thought I would show you this and like what it sounds like, and 3 other variations of solotones that he's come up with, which have slightly different characteristics of sound, which are all fantastic. And of course, I bought all 3 of them. So, so let me just let you hear what this sounds like. I'm going to be turning to play into my ribbon microphone so you get a better understanding of what it sounds like, and then I'll go to the next mute. I just think it's a great solotone sound, and as you can hear, it's pretty well responsive all the way up, and to the high C on the C trumpet here, which is something that's not really usually the case. So the upper and the extreme upper and extreme lower register do suffer. So this is his solotone mute, which is fantastic. The next thing I have here is the Eclipse, and of course, Chestnut is telling me that he wants to go out, but we'll see if I can do without that. So this is the Eclipse, and you'll see it's similar in size, but it's just the smaller. It's just the outer side of it, but it does have some really interesting things going on inside. So I'll let you hear what this sounds like, which is also very cool. This is the Eclipse. I think that's a great sound. Really a great sound. So that's the Eclipse. Then we get to the Sonic Vortex. All right. This is interesting in its shape in the inside. It's got a kind of thing on the bottom. Changes. It's a little different diffusion of the sound wave. But this is again the Sonic Vortex. I think that's a great sound too, and it's a little bit more present, really responsive, etc. I really like that. And this, the last one, is the one he was teaching me to spin a part for. He was trying to teach me to spin this bottom part on what is called the Enigma. This is the Enigma. See that? And so you'll see this is, again, a really different design than we've seen before, and gives a little bit different sound again. And these are all options if you have solo tone work, if you have soloistic stuff that has non-specific mute, mute options, and you might find these all useful. So here's. So, my hat is off to our buddy Chris at TrumpCore, who, again, makes the best mutes in the world. They're made by hand and in his own shop, which he's a fine trumpet player in his own right and knows what works and tests these things and has come up with ways of making things that are responsive and in tune. And he's decided to branch out into some different designs, which, people haven't really been making new and interesting mute designs since the mid 20th century. We haven't really had much other than a cup straight Harmon solotone and plunger. That's pretty much what we have. But these are different sounds, and I think that he should be applauded for that. So again, my cap is off to our buddy Chris, and I want to say thanks for being such a gracious host. Thanks for dinner, and thanks for giving Chestnut a great time hanging out and playing it with your pup. So anyway, have a great day. Check out TrumpCore.com if you want any of these mutes. Take care. Bye bye.